I've been living in New York City for most of my adult life. I haven't spent my whole life here, but this has been a very important place to me. And I'm about to leave it for probably the foreseeable future. I'm sure I'll be back at some point, but I'll never really live here again. So I thought I would do this little vlog to go through some of the places that have had the highest impact on me and kind of just show you guys my life in the city. Pretty unlucky that it's raining today, but I'm leaving tomorrow, so I don't really have another day I can do this. So we will be soldiering through the rain. Here's our first stop. I used to live in this building right here on this side. Obviously I can't go inside because I don't live here anymore, but this was where I lived when I was in middle school. I enjoyed living here. It was a nice area. That way and take a right, we get very close to the piers, and there's some great views. I used to go down to the park down there to play soccer. When I was a kid, I was on the rock climbing team at a gym that we'll go by later. One of my best friends during that time lived on this block. I don't remember which house was hers, but I remember one Halloween where we trick-or-treated down her street. It was really fun. There's a subway stop we came out of a couple minutes ago, but instead of going back to there, we're gonna be going this way. Sometimes when I was in middle school, which is where we're going next, I would go to this park to play flag football with my friends. And I would also really enjoy riding my skateboard down this crazy hill here. Or at least I enjoyed it until I lost control of my skateboard here, and the only reason it didn't go into the street was because it hit this pole right here. So thank you, pole, for saving my skateboard. When I learned to drive for the first time, I drove down this street and I was in the leftmost lane and I had to go to the rightmost lane to turn right here. But I messed up, and instead I went onto the Brooklyn Bridge, like my second day driving. And that was a terrifying experience because I'd never driven faster than like 10 miles an hour before, and it was very stressful. I went to middle school in this building here. The bottom 3 floors are a high school, but the top floor is a middle school. One time, one of my classmates hit a baseball up over this fence and onto the windshields of one of the cars here and destroyed the windshield. It really sucked for the person whose car it was. My middle school girlfriend broke up with me in that restaurant right there. And then I ran all the way over here to catch a bus. And I did catch the bus. Definitely was not running away from my feelings, for sure. I would never do that. That is not something I would ever do. I would never run from my feelings. You too. When I was in high school, there was a girl that I had a crush on that would always get off of this train line and then switch to the train line here, which was the one that I took. She didn't really like me that much. I was kind of weird at the time. Was a restaurant that I came to a lot when I was in high school. This is typically what I would get in high school. Sesame chicken with some penne a la vodka and a cream soda. And I wouldn't get that candy. I would usually get different candy, but that's my current preference. It was a very delicious meal, but I have definitely overeaten all of it. And now our next stop is the climbing gym that I've been working at for the last 6 months. And here we are at our final stop. This is the climbing gym that I've been working at. I really enjoyed working with the people that I worked with here. They were good people, and I will miss them dearly. It was very bittersweet to work my last shift, because while I was happy to not have to work another shift, it was also really sad to leave all of these people behind that I've spent the last 6 months with. This is kind of the end of the video. At the end of the day, I'm kind of making this for myself so that I can look back in maybe 10 years and kind of see what my life was like when I was a kid and when I was in high school. So, to myself, hello. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you continue to hit hard. Yeah, that's it. The only thing separating me from my wildest dreams is working hard. So if I do that, my life will be exactly how I want. And the truth is, for anyone else watching this, if you want a different life than you have, whatever you want, you can achieve it. You just will have to work for it. And you'll have to be unrelenting in your pursuit of that goal and never care what anybody else says or ignoring the doubts that you feel internally. If you work hard, anything is possible. Have a good day.